Hi, next part, we are going to run today's lab. Basically, this lab is Cisco 7.1.1.6 hardening of Linux system. Typically, most of the time, if you purchase any system, okay, available, is typically not secured. But how do we know it's not secured, right? We will not know exactly what is to be patched and what is not to be patched, okay? Typically, that's the case. So a brand new system that you purchase, there are security holes that comes with it, normally, right? There's an expert group of people that actually goes through a thing what we call CIS benchmark, which is over here. They go through and they'll test out and they'll say, these are some of the things that probably we want to do some form of configuration in terms of password, in terms of account, in terms of the port, whatsoever. Okay, so that's the key portion. They come out a new benchmark, it's an industry best practice, and they will put in all the necessary things and tell you, all these things you need to change all this configuration. Okay, so now we're going to demonstrate through a tool which is called Linus. This Linus tool basically actually helps you to tell you on all the various services what is secured and what is not secured, and at least that you at least have some form of baseline to look into and start doing hardening, basically do some of the configuration, and so that it is not so easy for a hacker to hack through the system. So we shall see how to go about using this particular tool. Okay, it's called Linus, right? This is a security audit tool to check for security configuration that may not be properly configured, and then it report about it. So how to go about it? Let's clear screen. Okay, we go back to here and then we just run Linux, right? Is this the program running? Oh, it's running. Okay, it's running fine. So that's a good thing, right? Next thing, okay, we clear screen and then we run again, right? Sudo Linux update info. Let's check whether what version we are running over here. Okay, then password. Okay, after running this thing, it shows you we are running 3.07. It's it is outdated, but actually it's not that outdated because the latest is version 309 is the release date is 2022, so pretty new, right? In comparison to whatever is the latest, right? Whatever I'm doing here, because at the point in time when I'm installing this thing, this is the latest version that I can install. So it is one of the latest. If you take a look at it's 2007, 2021 here, right? You see the 2021 here? So 2022 is very new actually. So this is the latest that I can install, 3.09. Likelihood that I can't install, I have a problem of installing this thing. So this is the latest version. So it is good, okay? You are having kind of the latest version that we have here. So next thing, so how to go about running it? Let's clear screen again and run it. So sudo, right? Just like here, whatever you see in the cheat sheet here. Linux auditor followed by Cisco, because I'm running as a Cisco. Okay, end of the day, they'll generate a report that's based on Cisco. So let's press the button. So if you look closely over here, it starts running, right? It goes look at all the various systems. It's found some of the whatever task it is, right? It found something is not installed, right? Then you find a lot of things that is not safe, basically not secured, right? So that's a good thing. It's automate and then it runs through the whole entire operating system and look exactly what is going on. So it takes a while to run through the whole thing. Let's give it some time to run through the whole thing. See, it checked through all the various systems in a very great detail. So it takes a while, okay, to run through the whole system. Okay, give it some time. Still running. Okay, so it's pretty big for this thing called APT package, whatever applications is inside there. So it takes quite a while to run. They provide some warning. You see, I got some problem, right? Then you still continue to check. It's comprehensive. It checks many items. For example, accounting, time synchronization, crypto, earlier on some of the log file in secure services. Okay. Then then some other things. Right? And that's all. Right. So it provides a log. End of the day, whatever file will go back to this particular directory. This is the log file that end of the day comes in. Okay. So the hardening index, this is the key part. Out of 265 tests, okay, 265 tests, okay, it only have a 57% pass of this system. Okay, so it tells you where to find some of the solution and do some of the hardening. So this is some of the documentation it refers to, so you can use some of this tool to do it. Okay, so this is a very quick way but very useful way to be able to tell any administrator and scan through a system, hey, you have tons and tons of things that doesn't they may not look the same. The kernel part, it look different, right? And some of the things, more importantly, the key part is warning. There's some warning. There's some packages that's warning, right? That's one thing. Warning is still not that serious. The more serious one is all this unsafe portion, right? All this unsafe part. This is the more scary one. So all these things need to be properly patched before this whole system went to live for any production. That's the most important part. So that at least all these things is cleared, the server itself will be a lot more secure, a lot less subject for any kind of hacking. Okay, good. That's all for this particular lab. Thank you for listening. I will see you next time. Bye bye.